Welcome back to San Diego People. I'm Lauren Finney. Today we're focusing on the National Philanthropy Day as well as the wonderful opportunities for giving back here in San Diego. With me now I have Connie Matsui and Jeannie Schmelzer, who are both being honored at this Tuesday's event. Thank you both for being here. Now Connie, you are the Outstanding Organizational Volunteer of the Year, and Jeannie, Outstanding Development Professional. You guys can choose whoever starts, but explain the titles for us.
Well, National Philanthropy Day is nationally all over the country in November. So every AFP chapter in the United States, there's 33,000 members, celebrate National Philanthropy Day. And they have a series of awards that they give out based on giving back. So giving back in volunteer hours, giving back financially, giving back your talent that you are, whatever you do. I'm a professional fundraiser. I work for a firm out of Los Angeles and here in San Diego and Northern California. And as a professional development person, my goal is to help nonprofits reach their fullest potential through their financial development. So as a development professional, National Philanthropy honors someone every year in their profession for fundraising. And I was lucky to get honored and nominated and won the award. And I'm excited about it.
Well, you should be. It's a lot of hard work. Congratulations. And Connie, your work as well, because really you're going out and you're organizing the boots on the ground, these nonprofits, the volunteers, which is the heart and soul of what giving back is all about. Tell us a little bit about your role and being an organizational volunteer.
So I'm actually one of two organizational volunteers that are being honored. Deborah Farrar is also receiving this recognition. And I think what this category is meant to recognize people who have devoted time and talent and other resources over a period of years to multiple organizations or specific communities. So it's a real honor to be recognized for making an impact on the quality of life here in the region.
Yeah. What would you say is the biggest challenge of organizing all of the volunteers and really helping to recruit some of the volunteers for the nonprofits in San Diego?
Well, probably the biggest volunteer role I've ever had was as the chair of the National Board of the Girl Scouts of the USA, and that was 600,000 volunteers and many more members. And I think the key is to help people recognize how important this cause or this effort is to them and to motivate them to contribute in whatever way they can through, again, the use of their time, the use of their talent, the use of their connections. And so I think motivating people, finding what's really special about them and how that matches the goals of the organization is how we move forward.
And Jeannie, really, you're turning that into a business. You're asking people to give, which sometimes is, easier said than done. What motivated you to be so involved in helping nonprofits and philanthropy?
Well, my parents, they gave back, and that's what's so important to me. National Philanthropy Day is about honoring people, but it's also about that giving back. And in AFP, part of our role is to give back to our profession. So mentoring, coaching, training, teaching, and that's why I do it. I love to do it, and it's an enjoyable job. And when you're asking for money or resources or time, it's really you're asking people to give back and to support a cause that they believe in. And you ask about the challenges. It's the time. It's having enough time to do it. It's easy to write a check if you have the money, and it's easy sometimes to lend your talent, but you have to have the time to do it and believe in the cause.
And you can hear the emotion in your voice, and I think you obviously have to have a big heart to be able to put so much of that time, which we all find so precious, into these different organizations. Is that what's so fulfilling about what you do? I mean, you mentioned your parents. Was that something that was instilled in you early on in life that made you want to get involved?
And I've also had a series of tremendous mentors in all the positions that I've had. I've really only worked for 3 organizations in my life, and all 3 of those I've had tremendous mentors that have taught me, and so I feel like it's my job to give that back to other people.
Well, let's focus on businesses here in San Diego. How can we really help them focus their image on giving back? We see a lot of different business models now where they lend a portion of their proceeds to certain organizations that may speak to them directly. Is that a business model that you both try to put out into the community to help other businesses grow?
I personally think it's something that consumers are looking for. The younger generation that you were talking about earlier, that they want to be able to identify with the company that's providing the service or the product, and by helping employees find volunteer opportunities, or by donating a certain percentage of their proceeds to charities that they really care about. I think it's a way of building not only a stronger workforce and a stronger team spirit, but also improving the community.
One of our awards is a corporate award, and so each year we recognize that corporation that there's many nominations and one gets picked, but we recognize those that are giving back in multiple ways. Joyce talked about the 3 T's, time, talent, and treasure, and we're looking at all 3 of those, so it's not just about money. This year's nomination and awardee is the San Diego County Credit Union, and we've honored someone every year, and it shows that in San Diego we do have a lot of corporate giving and support, and they choose based on their employees and what they're interested in.
And that's so important, is also tapping into what's important to your employees, right?
Right, exactly.
Right. So this year's event, is there something specific that you'll be honored with, that you move forward with? Are there duties that come with that title, or have you already paid it forward for the year of hard work?
Well, I mean, it's a tremendous opportunity to give to our community, to give to our region, and so I think it's a reward in and of itself. But I have to say, it's really an honor when I look at the people, the really outstanding people who have received this award in the past. It's very humbling to be included.
Yeah, it's a small group. Same for you, Jim.
Being representative of our profession, it's not too long ago where there wasn't a degree in or fundraising, and now there is. And to be able to honor that, and then also to be able to share that with the people that are going to be right behind us coming forward.
We heard Joyce talk about 2 of the younger award recipients from the event on Tuesday. Is that a new idea for you, that people so young are making that commitment of time and money and talents, or is it something that you know is out there and we just need to spend more time honoring and focusing the work of young people?
I think it's been out there a long time. Most schools now give credit to do community service work, and they're doing it in all sorts of places, between libraries and hospitals. I was a candy striper when I was young, and that was giving back. At the time, I didn't know I was, volunteering. I thought I was doing it because I wanted to be a nurse, but it ended up telling me I didn't want to be a nurse, and it also gave me the opportunity to work in an environment that I would not have otherwise done. I mean, it was volunteering, not for a pay. So I think that there are a lot of young people that volunteer, and we try to recognize a youth, 1 or 2 every year, as long as the nominations come in, and we promote that. I think it's the way that we want younger people to be involved, and that's a great way to show that you can be recognized for what you do.
And actually, I think there are more and more young people starting nonprofits on their own. If they see an opportunity or a need that needs to be fulfilled, and they create an organization and the movement to really address those needs. And so I think we need to follow them.
Yeah, absolutely. More young entrepreneurs figuring out ways to give back. Right. Thank you both so much for all that you do with our San Diego community and giving back. Certainly appreciate it, and glad you're being on.
Thank you very much.
Well, still ahead on San Diego People, we'll speak with the president of the Association of Fundraising Professionals about how well San Diego does in regards to nonprofits and giving back, especially compared to the rest of the nation. We'll be right back. Stay with us.